Hey, what's up? It's your boy, 24/7 here with Baron Norman Tag. Soon enough, we'll be joined by Vigilante Williamson and hopefully Fat Steven Seagal. And we are the Primetime Kings. How y'all doing out there?
How y'all
Hopefully,
doing?
yeah. Yeah, hopefully y'all are doing good. How you doing, Baron?
Oh, well, just getting over whatever illness was struck down on me. I thought at first it might have been the coof, but no, I dodged that bullet. But yeah, I'm doing good enough to be on the show, so I'm always looking forward to being on the show.
Oh, that's cool.
Takes a
That's
lot for
that's
that.
that's always great news. What's going on, Lord Thoth? Cold Era, my man Pat S. Shit, the lovely Sherry. What's going on, Sherry? Hopefully you're all doing well. My boy Punk Waddle. What's up, Punk Waddle? Mark the Infinitely Tired. What's going on, man? Great to have you here, brother. Zax. What's up, Zax? Shit. Got all kind of great people in here.
Oh, the lovely Arwen is here.
Arwen Avalon, what's going on? Hey, y'all. Hey, how's it going? Great to have you here. Man, that's awesome. Got a lot of great people in the house. Man, it's been an interesting week, man. I know over here in Houston last night it got to like 32 degrees.
Oh,
So
that's
yeah, I mean for Houston, it was like 80 something degrees the day before, and then when it hit night, it just completely just changed. So
and that's the thing. It's not that it gets that temperature. It's like when it happens like that, it's like,
right,
give me a
right.
little bit more. That's what we've been kind of having for weather around here, where it just turns on you like yesterday's taco.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Hey, what's going on, Keely Chow? My man, great to have you here. Shit. Mark the Infinitely Tired says, evening sugar cookie at Arwen Avalon. Oh, that's cool. Oh, man. And the lovely Sherry says it was, damn, -4 last night in New York. I wonder what part of New York you're in. Yeah, I was born in Jersey and raised in the South Bronx. Also lived in Brooklyn for a little bit. So over there close to like Knickerbocker Park. Yeah, over there in Brooklyn, they have a famous street out there in Brooklyn called Knickerbocker Avenue, and that whole street is nothing but stores. It's just one of those places where you can go for you can go for blocks and blocks and blocks. And there's a pizzeria, there's a liquor store, there's fucking shoe stores, Woolworths and all kind of shit, out there, man. Oh, she's in Queens. Oh, that's what's up, man. I wonder if you're over there by Jamaica. Huh. Yeah, I mean, there's shit. It's New York, man. I mean, the thing is, like, the thing that I guess it happens everywhere, but when that snow drops and then it melts a little bit and then refreezes again, and you get all that fucking ice and everybody's sliding all over the place. Yo, I bust my ass too many times, man, on that ice, man. So
I hate that. I mean, it's like, especially when you start we're going to be getting some freezing rain followed by snow. It's like, can we just pass the rain part and go straight to the snow?
Right.
It's like, ugh.
Damn, Lord Thought says, LOL is -35 degrees where he's at. Fuck.
And that's Celsius.
Yep. Celsius here in Ottawa. 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 All right. Shit.
Oh, yes.
I'm glad I got you. I'd have been fucking that up. Appreciate that, man. Pat S says ice storms in South Carolina. What? Yeah, man.
Yep. I've been kind of watching. I got the Weather Nation on the telly right now, and it's like all the storms are out that way, and then everyone else. For once, we're not getting pounded here in Minnesota with the Arctic cold and all that.
Right.
So.
Yeah, the lovely Sherry says, see Southside Jamaica, baby. That's what's up. Yeah, man. Damn, it's been a minute since I've been out there.
I've never been to New York City proper. My wife has, but I have not.
Yeah, New York is it's a whole nother fucking world out there, man. Like, trust me, man. It's a whole nother world. When I say that, I mean it, man. It's like there's some places in the U.S. that when you go there, it's unlike anything. You know, it's like you can just gather what you can get from like movies and videos and shit like that. But when you step into New York, man, even with me being from New York and I'm out here in Houston, I go back to New York. It's like even I feel like I'm walking into another world, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. It's just everything is different, man. Especially you're from the South. You know, the whole it's a fast. It's everybody lives quick. Everybody lives fast, man. It's a fast pace. You know, you out there. You guys live. You know, it's like New Yorkers. They live in fucking buildings and shit. You know, some people own houses and stuff. But you know, there's a lot of buildings out there, and you know, people are really just living all over each other, man. You got street sweepers. You know, people used to throw out so much fucking trash. Now I think nowadays they're a little bit more considerate about it. But back in the day, they should throw so much trash all over the floor that when you walk through New York, in some places, the trash is embedded in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
The trash is a part of the floor. So it's like, what do you say to that, man? When the shit is so, you know, you go to some places, yeah, they tried to clean up neighborhoods and shit like that. I mean, same thing out here in Houston, man. They're trying to clean up neighborhoods. They've done that, you know, with parts of Bronx and Brooklyn, and you know, trying to just fucking get New York out of you know what you've seen from like Escape from New York and all those fucking movies from like the 70s and 80s. Like that's what New York was, man. You know, yeah.
That's why they were going down on Giuliani, because Giuliani was going out there and say, "Ticket those jaywalkers" and stuff like that. It's like, well, in some ways, they kind of need to do that.
You know,
They're breaking the law.
You know, it's crazy because it's like the 80s and those old movies. That's more of a futuristic setting that we would have ever seen than anything that's going on now, and we're living in the future, man.
Yeah.
Shit.
Who thought that Escape from New York was that close to reality, amongst all the other things?
Right. Shit. Oh, and we are joined by the one and the only, my man.
Oh, he ran off right away.
Nah, what happened?
There was a crime somewhere that he had to protect the innocents out there.
All right. I was about to rant. I was like, I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. Oh boy! All right, you wasted the energy, so the intro has to come when it comes. But hey, everybody, appreciate being here. I was listening, man, and I said, you know, I lived. Granted, Detroit has fallen on hard times since I moved away. Like, because I've moved away really twice.
Right.
When I was a kid and lived in Detroit, I mean, yeah, there was bad parts, there were dirty parts, yeah. But like compared to the one time I visited New York when I was a teenager, I'm like, nah, I'll stay in Detroit. This has been 2005, 2004, 2003. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm not trying to disrespect New York or whatever.
Right.
Then again, you know, Detroit got really hit hard by the late 2000s where all the jobs left and all the factories. I mean,
right.
That process was already happening then and already had started really before I was even born. But like Detroit, like I could ride my big wheel around the city, you know, the house I grew up, like, and new neighbors. My family knew neighbors. My mom went to the same elementary school, and I saw it go from that to a city that got kind of tore down. You know what I mean? And that's very disheartening when you just. I know I'm coming halfway in the conversation.
No, you good.
No, fine.
When did you move away? 1965? No, it was not 1965. It was 2004. No, it was late 2003. And then I moved away again in 2015. Nah, 2015 wasn't like that at all. The fucking it wasn't like that at all. Because the fucking roads was all jacked up. Like, I mean, I can't explain. Like, these roads look like Mad Max. Like they're destroyed.
Right.
They started construction and just said fuck it, and it was just like real fucked up. I think it's been fixed on since, but I mean, no, it was. And that was just other parts just fucked up. And even just the other day, I was sending my grandma something, And she said, "Watch out! You send it through Amazon because the Amazon truck got robbed the other day." I'm like, "Oh God!" So,
I mean, I've been to
but,
Detroit a few times myself when I was in the airlines. Actually, Romulus, I was hanging out
yeah,
most of it because
that's
I was
where
in
it
the
is.
airlines. But but I was taking downtown. What was this? It had to have been like the early '90s, extremely early. There's Fat Steven Skull. He still has Steven
Hey,
Oh, look, he
rides like a
shaved.
rancor.
Look at that weirdo.
No, I'm still the same.
Hail, Prime Kings. How you doing?
No, what's going on, brother?
2 beers later and chicken wings and fries in front of me, and I still realize one thing.
What's
My
that?
genitals are bad. Thank you, Chief.
Oh,
more information than we all needed.
oh shit.
How you guys doing?
Oh
Hey,
man.
doing fine.
Oh man, good man. Glad to be here with y'all, man.
Fighting whatever bug is going around. But I'm here.
We forgot one
I
thing.
found-
Hello, Rough Girl. Hello, Thoth. Hello, Pat Hess. There you go, I'm done.
Oh shit.
Socially
That's
awkward
what's
right
up,
there.
man.
Hey,
What's
that's-
up, rough
that's-
girl?
That's what you're here for.
She says
Hey,
I'm
rough
late
girl.
for the, she says I'm late for the orgy.
Baron, did you
Oh.
comb your hair? Really? Did you try to look pretty today?
He's
No,
It looks,
Yeah,
like
he-
the
he-
Shatner,
he-
it looks like the Shatner comb over. What is this shit?
Yeah.
Well,
a little bit.
I had to look good for the show.
It's a prime
know.
time show with full
Yeah.
prime time kings.
I am now with
Hello,
the
Punk
Kings.
Waddle. I gotta redo a thumbnail, you fucking bastard.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
sorry
shit.
if I look too handsome.
Yeah, he's
I'll
trying
try not to
flag it
do
up.
so good next time.
I'm sorry. I've been drinking because it's just one of those weeks. How y'all doing?
I hope you're doing good, man. Because I heard some stuff earlier in the week, and I hope you're feeling better.
Oh,
Or at
about
least-
my
Oh.
me needing a canoe in the living room.
Yeah. Saw the pictures. Yeah.
I didn't see the picture because I'm never on Twitter. Sorry about that.
Why are you apologizing?
shit.
You hate Twitter.
Yeah, I hate it with a passion. So I'm sorry. There's messages I probably missed from months ago. It's not blame my head, not my heart. I'm never on that platform. It is only my thing. But yeah, Baron and Rough Girl. DM slide o'clock.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ref Girl.
So what were you guys talking about before I made it sexually awkward?
Actually, the sexual awkwardness was sort of welcome. Don't clip that out.
Oh,
we were
hello,
talking-
Sherry.
We were talking about the rot of we were talking about urban decay, and that's such a
Right.
depressing subject
Wait,
That
urban
a little-
decay in
Yeah.
media or in reality?
in reality,
in
which
reality.
is worse.
Reality. Because I remember going through. We went to that restaurant, the one that has that rotating restaurant, the tower that they
Seattle?
had down there. And no, this is in Detroit.
Hmm.
And
Oh, no,
I can't remember what the name. The tower was. They have the same exact looking tower down in Texas, and that was with the they used that for shots for the RoboCop movie. But when we're going through the town, I swear, parts of Detroit looked like it was right out of the Batman '89 film. I'm looking down there, going, I'm almost expecting to see Batman and the Batmobile driving through there.
Yeah. Oh, the Renaissance Center, obviously. Renaissance. Yeah,
Oh, Rent Center? Okay, that's what it is.
Yeah,
I
the
can't
Renaissance
remember
Center,
what
one
it
of the
is.
big buildings down there. Man, I wanted Detroit to be, and it kind of was in what was it? Batman versus Superman. Gotham is Detroit and Metropolis is Toronto because they're only like 3 hours apart, so not that
Mhm.
far. I'm outside the border, but getting there. And I really thought just Detroit always looked like Gotham, even as a kid. Even when I was like, my little car was new, my little 200 was new. I felt like it was the Batmobile when I rode down the lot. And I was just like, yeah. But I don't know, because it looks cool. I mean, a lot of people shit on my city. I love
Yeah,
my
Mark.
city.
I gotta give a shout out to Mark the Infinitely Tired if he's still in the chat. That man got his head shaved for charity on Mary's game room. Props
man.
to that
Oh,
man.
for real?
Oh, really?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Oh. Well, go, man.
Honestly, Mark, I'm so glad you lit that light bulb up, but afterwards, like I'm going faster too. That man's a champ. Mary's game room does a lot of charity, and Mark doing stuff like that, like getting tased and shit, he deserves that.
Oof.
That prop he does. And I'm gonna say that now because I'm gonna be hammered later.
He got tased.
I think it was last year he got tased.
Jeez.
Yeah. I think I remember that. Yeah, he sure did, man.
Is there a simpler way to raise money? I don't want you to get killed.
Yeah.
I can think of better than that.
You shave your head, I guess that's a lot. A lot better than your life expectancy than getting tased. And
There you
no,
go, Mark. I did it for you. In
absolutely
loving
not.
memory of hair.
Oof.
Yeah. Hey, Rough Girl says, if any one of us were given $1 million to live in the hood, would you? That's
Can
any
we
hood.
move out immediately?
No, I would donate half of it to help fix up part of the hood. Fuck that. Even simple potholes can save a lot on tires.
Yeah. Oh man, again, Michigan pothole. But I guess my whole thought is like, yeah, I would love to donate it, but like I gotta trust who I'm donating to. So it's almost like I would just hire the people I just have to create a foundation. Because otherwise, if you give it away to somebody, and yeah, somebody mentioned Kwame Kilpatrick, so maybe that's still stuck in my head. But like, if you give money to people, that doesn't mean they're gonna do what they say are.
Yeah, look at BLM.
And it also doesn't mean they won't, because there are very good charities. I want to just talk to that, but that's my head. It's like, oh boy.
Well, you made a good point. The prime example is BLM. They started
Yeah.
an organization to donate for that stuff. What happened? Turned to big, large mansions instead of lives better.
Well, back in the late 80s, we had that big problem with the United Way, the 80s, early 90s, where the monies that were going to the United Way were basically funding limousines and fancy apartments, and the money, what little amounts were being doled out to the individual charities that they were supposed to be watched over.
Mm-hmm.
Similar thing happened with me too. They found out everybody, none of the money went towards anything. They didn't go to even something that was positive for women. They just went to a bunch of people's pockets. So a lot of these charities, but they're good ones. They're very good ones. So don't want to toss, but yeah, some of these people are corrupt. So that's my thoughts going to like the best way to invest. If you ever want to help people, you're better off doing it exactly yourself. Like, I don't know. I'd rather give money to like a homeless person and give it to a foundation. Just even if the homeless person, maybe they misuse it, but at least I gave them a chance. But you know what I mean? I had so much in my head about corruption and charities. I'm sorry to make it depressing. You came in with this great energy. It was all fun. See, that's what I mean. It was better off
Vigilante.
Than,
Vigilante.
Yeah.
Shut the hell up. You're just being yourself. There's no problem with that.
Oh boy, he's being philosophical drunk now.
I have been drinking because honestly, fuck it. The way my week's been, I'd rather drink a beer for everyone here in this goddamn chat.
There you go.
Understandable, bro.
Hell.
Right ahead.
Where's your beer, Baron?
I don't have one. I need one. My house is dry right now.
Where's
I'm not feeling good, and part of it's the respiratory, so I'm barely being able to be propped up in the chair here. So there's no pipe tonight. I mean, I can do it for a prop. So here, I'll do a prop.
There you go. Well, according to one of the articles, and I don't know if you want to cover that, but 24 put out an article. Depending on what you put in your pipe, and depending on what chest issue you may have, it may be beneficial. Believe it.
Yeah. I figured that would that'd be a very interesting thing to talk about. When I seen it, I was like, oh shit. So,
and as I've heard the rumor that this was possible, and I'm not as you guys know, I'm actually getting in the process of sharing it, and here we are. But as you guys know, I may or may not, depending on how legal it is in this state. It's actually legal in the city, but that's neither here nor there. Partake in certain substances. I got to share it on screen. And I'm not, listen, none of us are doctors. None of us are medical professionals.
Doctor. I played doctor when I was younger. I'm a doctor, sort of.
There you go. But none of us, we don't want to get sued. This is Bloomberg.com. This is not some rando, jackass site. This is Bloomberg. Did I share audio too? I'm sorry. I hope I didn't.
I don't hear anything, so.
Okay, cool.
Hi.
But yeah, this is cannabis compounds prevented. Oh, shout out to the cat.
Yeah, that's the little girl.
Infection. We'll just say that. In a lab study, just a lab study. If anyone's heard a rumor similar to this,
I seen that on C-SPAN.
It's on C-SPAN too. So yeah, this is a compounds prevented the virus that causes the coof from penetrating healthy human cells. This is according to a lab study published in the Journal of Nature Products. Two compounds commonly found in hemp called cannabigerolic acid.
Cannabigerolic acid.
That sounds a little better. Cannabigerolic acid. I'll go with that. Or CBGA and another one that's CBDA. I'm not going to do that twice. We were identified in chemical screening effort as having the potential to combat the COOF, from researchers in Oregon State, Portland. In the study, they bound spike proteins. They bound to spike proteins found in the virus and blocked a step the pathogen uses to infect people. I guess I can read the rest, not that much. Researchers tested the compounds against alpha and beta variants in the lab. The study didn't involve getting the supplement to people or comparing infection rates who use the compounds to who don't. Well, it's legal in enough places. It's legal in the country of Canada. They can actually do these studies now if they wanted to.
But then what? I guess Ords was smoking the wrong strain.
Huh?
Ords got hit with like a sheik a couple days ago. So I guess it depends also on the strain and the account of whatever is in these strains. Yeah, I know he's the pot professionado, and I know that much. So
see, I've been feeling lucky because knock on wood, I haven't gotten sick, and but I'm not as up on the strain. I used to be when I was younger. It's just too much effort.
I switched to edibles. I don't smoke anymore. Saves on the lungs, and honestly, edibles. You take a bite, you let it dissolve on your tongue, and nice. It's just dude. It's like a brownie will go a long way until you wonder where the hell you are.
Yeah. If edibles had a barbarian genetic, if edibles were an option, I would prefer edible. Good edible does I actually am a fan, but hey, it's what it is. Where was I? Hemp is a source of food, fiber, food, animal feed, and extracts. Add to cosmetics, lotions, and dietary supplements because they don't want to say it's also weed. But actually, technically, hemp is not weed. I'm not gonna do your research. These compounds can be taken orally and have a long history of safe use in humans, says Richard Van Breem, a researcher at Oregon State Global's Hemp Innovation Center. They have the potential to prevent infection by COOF, he said in a statement. So there you go. Ladies and gents, what do you guys think about that?
I think Mexican Iron Man is he in the chat.
I don't know.
I see it at Mexican Iron Man.
Yeah, but
Mark.
I didn't. I don't see him.
I would like to top on that though. The messed up part is, did anyone else watch what happened this week with Veritas? I'm not getting too much into it.
I did not.
The grilling at C-SPAN over the fact that Fauci was involved in something called a Defuse project. She was trying to get funding through DARPA, including bats in Wuhan. That's all I'm saying. I'm leaving it at that. Oof. But Batgirl is wearing a motorcycle suit in purple. G4 has lost their minds, and these chicken wings are awesome.
Man, that's cool that you can get chicken wings because everything is closed today because it snowed in North Carolina.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Snowed in Charlotte, and they don't know how to handle snow.
Yeah, I've been watching on the weather.
How many inches?
Like 2. I mean, it wasn't that bad. It's enough to stick. I mean, the thing is, it gets icy, and it's chilly. But it's like if you're from, even though it's been a while since I've driven in snow, but I mean, come on, it's not that bad. They actually even had a couple trucks out, so it was like it's not the end of the world. But at the same time, if you're not used to it, it is what it is. They handled this one better than they have other ones past. I'll give them that. So they actually drove out in it. But yeah.
I usually looked at Jack Murphy and what to put in my body and what not to.
Oof, Jack Murphy.
Sorry, too soon.
No, it's just what a charlatan, man. I had never heard of this guy ever, and then he blew up because of Matt from Tinder. And it's like this guy was selling wolf tickets about being an alpha male. How many people paid to learn how to be an alpha male from a literal cuck? A literal, not like we're not saying it as an expression. This guy is an admitted cuck. And that's who you were learning how to be an alpha from.
Mm.
I mean, this clown once said you get what you fucking deserve. Those guys get what they fucking deserve. And so is Whack Murphy. It's just a hilarious story that this is like real life. Like, of course the guy selling those courses is a fucking actual cuck. It wouldn't make sense if it was any other way, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
No, genitals, don't worry. I will never let someone else put you in your purse. It's okay.
Okay, there you go. Or in another man's mouth. Whoa.
Wow, thank you for speaking on behalf of what?
That's what happened with Jack Murphy, right? He's
I don't know. No, I heard he got was putting things up his ass on camera.
I
What?
thought he was
Yeah.
yeah, quite
Oh,
man's
is
man.
he the one that? Is he the one that put the adult toy up his keister to prove that he wasn't gay or something like
He
that?
was the one that got he flipped it, I think, on Tim Pool. And
Wow.
then started after the quartering and everywhere.
Yeah, I know he was going after people.
Wow, that's I had no idea that happened.
Yeah, I just if you've seen it in the chats, and I've seen it, people talk about Jack Murphy. I only know the story of because of the memes and because of thing, but I don't know the entire story of Jack Murphy. Like I didn't even know. I knew he got into it on Tim Pool, and that's why I thought it broke. But apparently, it broke on the podcast before that. And yeah,
Do you know that song we all sung commercials back in the day saying, "Don't you put it in your mouth"?
Ooh.
Gotta rephrase it to "Don't you put it in your ass," although it might look good to pay. It might not pay. It might not want.
Fucked up.
Richard Gere, put that gerbil down.
Oh
Yeah.
god, that gerbil is still
Oh man, rough girl TV says I should never see a man's face, ass, and feet in any video.
I would stay off the hub if I were you.
Oh shit.
Oh, there goes my whole February series. Oh damn.
Oh shit.
Wow, we just killed the whole conversation.
I just gonna sit back and say, feeling I'm ill and not up to form. I'll just sit here and just clap like I'm on G4.
I was talking about those guys. The SEALs.
We all were.
No, everyone was talking about the new Sarkeesian bitch, whatever her name is.
Oh,
Indiana
Foreskin.
Black, yeah, Foreskin, whatever it is.
Mhm.
But like I was talking about, I felt bad, and maybe it's not a race thing because you could see that smile.
Guy on the
The
left.
face, it was the black guy and the Horatio Sands guy.
Yeah.
Horatio Sands was cheering like a little bitch, but the other one had that fake smile. Like, I just need to pay my bills. Let me, yay, please.
Right, the guy on the left with the beard was the one that felt very uncomfortable. The guy on the right, the black guy, he was the one clapping.
Oh yeah, that motherfucker there. He was go
They
girl.
both kind of looked uncomfortable at parts. They both knew what time it was. That was a whole work. Apparently, Adam Sessler's the one who wrote that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I believe it.
What is going on with this guy?
Well, he wrote that.
Yeah, he wrote
That's
that.
the rumor that he actually
That's-
wrote that whole rant that Foreskin did.
Oh shit.
And
Yeah,
you can't write a rant, though. The rant comes from the passion.
I mean, a lot of these people are. I mean, if you're on TV, chances are you've done some acting. She just did the actress thing.
Well, she's
'Cause
been
I
acting
was
like she's a
wondering-
woman.
No, I was wondering. Wait, you were on Reddit and saw sexist comments? How? Because Reddit is like, I'm not saying they're not parts of Reddit, but Reddit, like, I can't think of who it was in the chat. I don't know if it was in this chat, but said they got kicked off of Reddit for anti-matriarchal propaganda by suggesting that you shouldn't, like, saying kill all men might be too much. So like that's the
People got
state of
banned off
Reddit.
Twitter for that, and that was an actual line from Game of Thrones, for fuck's sakes.
Oh yeah, but no, he was saying that if you're a feminist, you shouldn't be leading with kill all men or something along those lines. I'm
No, should we
misremembering.
kill all men, please? Forgot the please.
But he was saying don't say that, and I was like, this is anti-matriarchal propaganda. You better watch it or something like that. So like, well, my point is, Reddit is not the place where there's rampant sexism. It's a very feminist oriented place. And so I highly doubt you saw a lot of people on a very feminist leftist first platform talking about how bangable she was and wasn't. By the way, it's 2008. I mean, it's not 2008 anymore. Do people still use bangable? I mean, because I did.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? I used to say
As-
wise up at one point. You know what I mean? It was the times, but
As a joke.
it's just like
Maybe as a joke, but even then, that's bangable. That
It was Zach's. Zach's, could you recount the story? Because I know I had it wrong. So not an MMA conversation. I'm not sure.
I mean, the thing is what I have to sit back and say is all this allegations of all this rampant racism and sexism that they're saying is out there. I put this big sign: B as in S as an S, or Barbara Streisand, one of the two.
Bro,
What it is you have a couple people come out there, make untoward statements, and they blow it up out of proportion. I mean, look how they're making all these big statements about Finn in the first Star Wars so-called film, and they're saying all these people were being racist against Finn. And people weren't believing. Oh, you don't believe that he was a stormtrooper? You're racist. It's like, well, I didn't think he was going to be a stormtrooper, because I thought that because if there's one thing that JJ can do is actually make a red herring in a trailer. I thought the scenes that we were looking at was like, he was trying to escape. He's in a stormtrooper outfit, and you heard the sounds of the droids. But how can you sit back and say that Star Wars fans are racist when you had, first of all, Lando Calrissian, and then you had Mace Windu?
yeah.
I mean, it doesn't fit. Yeah, it doesn't fit in the thing. But they're screaming and saying all these Star Wars fans are racist against Finn. It's like, well, then there should have been a Mace Windu in Orlando.
I think more people. Go ahead.
Sorry, but I was going to say, how are Star fans racist about that when literally JJ made him a janitor?
Exactly.
And literally like insecure boyfriend screaming Ray every fucking movie, like
and a simp. Yeah, he clearly there was a clear supposedly romance between him and Ray, but they just totally just tossed it out there because you don't want to show race mixing like it's 1940 or some shit. I don't know what that was.
They should have portrayed Finn like Bill Cosby. Here's your GHB. Here's your lightsaber.
No. Don't take the pill, Ray. Or do take the pill. Oh, don't take the one, but not the other. But
take the pill. Just make sure I'm not looking at you when you're doing it, so I can.
But don't take the pill. Just don't take the drink. But going back to what Zach said, that's what he said. The next comment down, 24. So Zach goes on Reddit and says, if you're trying to sell matriarchy, don't start with kill all men. For all you know, this guy is an ally. You know what I mean? He's just saying, hey, that's not the way to say it. And then he clarified, if your matriarchy says it's okay to kill all men, I'm out. And then he got banned or either a warning or banned from Reddit. So my point is, Reddit is very, super feministic. I highly doubt this person saw a bunch of comments on the Red Dead Reddit, because that's what the story starts. She says he was looking up Red Dead online because some of the issues they're having and the fans want more from that. And she said she went on the Reddit, and even on she made it seem like she went on the Reddit and she saw lots of sexism talking about how bangable she was not. And it's like, I don't believe that story. I just don't. I don't believe it.
In bangable, I'm gonna lay this out here. Bangable comes in two fronts. It's not just how you look up physically; it's how you carry yourself on the outside with your words. Mm-hmm. That rant made her look like the troll that just ate 3 of the goats crossing the bridge and Billy Goat's Gruff. I'm not saying this honestly, and you can quote me on this Forrest Sakun Curran, whatever the hell your name is. You do have the ability to make yourself look presentable, professional, and bring out the best qualities of you. I've seen pictures, but when you're literally wagging your finger at an audience that you're trying to tell about a reboot and saying a couple of comments offended me, did you not learn anything from goddamn school? Sticks and stones won't break my bones, so nothing will hurt me. Words are just words. They're looking for that reaction, and you gave it to them, and no type of reaction got back. You have literally nullified 4,000 people from your channel and GeForce potential being growth. And the only thing I see you guys doing is buying CW and going down the long road of why didn't I just get out of the closet and get that box of fruit roll-ups and just calm the hell down.
Even with those people, the 4,000 people left, I'm telling you, this is what they wanted. They wanted the negative reaction, man.
It's free advertising.
It's free advertising.
But free advertising that gets you nowhere. I mean, I know they have the old saying, anytime people are talking about us is good
people
news.
Still go by that.
And the thing is, it's not always the case anymore. And 24 and I were all talked about that on the 24 the pre-show, but that you can have a woman who's quote unquote a 5 by looks, but if they're coming out, they're personable, they know what they're talking about, they're fun, it's like, oh wow, you got the guy's attention, because it is more than just look. If you're going to go out there and act like a bee, well, you're going to turn not just the men off, you're going to turn women off too. But
that wasn't her goal. Is to be Sarkeesian. Her goal is to be someone on a TED Talk talking about how gamers. Yeah. That's her goal. So you're looking at it from if you're trying to be a practical presenter, her goal is for the attention and the clout.
Now,
Right.
I want to. Yeah, no, I agree with you. Like you're right. I'm going to pull something on 124 to share because it comes down to something else too, and it has to do with like the way this happened, and now we're getting, what do you call? We're getting a. Where is it? All right, so I'm going to share this quickly because I need to. 24, you ready?
Yeah.
Because now we're getting the gaming journalists,
Interesting.
also journalists, or we're getting the dick smacks, as we call it, right here. And this guy right here, Chris Scullion, who is a game journalist and reviewer, right? He retweets and goes, "Well, I support this. It needs to be done." And then I'm looking through the comments of that tweet, and I'm literally, he's like, he deleted it because he's a little bitch and he can't stand by his words because he know he was wrong. And he was saying pretty much like, "Oh, I'm just referring to the men," and I'm like, "The men?
Oh, I remember that.
There are women too. Remembering women can also find women attractive as men can find the same women attractive and so forth. Blaming just men shows your inability to see anything more than the narrative. Not only does he delete the tweet after I contradict him, the motherfucker blocks me like a little bitch.
Wow.
Because you know where his balls are? They're in this freaking little Mario cube right there, waiting for Mario to kick them between the coins. And
Well,
honestly,
you're assuming he had them in the first place.
no, he has balls. They're just not his. There's someone else's in his mouth. I don't care. I'm going to be a little disrespectful at this point. You don't get to fucking block me after you delete the tweet because I made sense, and then you go on and keep making tweets about saying how the misogynists or whatever are coming at him. You supported a narrative, and you got caught. This is why all of game journalists or journalist Illuminati exists. It does exist because you all plan how to support the next victim while you're hiding your skeletons in the goddamn closet. I'm sorry. If I fuck up, someone's going to call me on it. If she fucks up, if this was any other workplace, like I said this before, anyone else did this in their workplace, they'd be fired, warned, pink slipped, something. And then we get this
Her
little
boss wrote it.
Shit. Yeah, and then you get this little shit right here who's verified pussy. Sorry. Could use it again. And then you, rather than try to contradict me with proof, you delete the tweet and block me because your whole argument fell apart in one statement.
Because
and then you go on blocking other people, like, because well, you know what they're doing? Their echo chamber is of narrative, not of truth.
Exactly.
Well, yeah.
So they don't want any truth to be presented. Like they're not even. He can't have somebody who looks down and say, "Oh yeah, that's actually right. What the hell?" And because that fucks up his own narrative. It's about narrative, like you just said. The games journalists, Illuminati, whatever you want to call it. What do they call? What do they have? The
terminology. Like that's the one that like what was that? No, I'm thinking James. What is it? James O'Keefe. What is that? Is it James O'Keefe? Who's the one who does a lot of the games journalists who went to Bloomberg? What was his name?
I don't know, but no, there was a word. There was like a message board, whatever they called the shit with Comicsgate, the milkshake crew. And they had like a what was it called? No, I can't think of it. Someone in the chat may remember. Hell, Catman DD Myers. Appreciate you.
Hey, Kevin.
Yeah, what's going on?
But it was like a message thread. There's like this chain message on Facebook or whatever of a few people, like a Facebook group that, at least for the comics book side. And that's a similar thing with the journalists. There's a bunch of people together. And so, like, you talk about she did it in her job.
He also sorry, I'm going to cut you up. He also protected his tweets soon after because he was getting contradiction. So that man can't even stand by his own fucking manly defense of feminism and the sexualization of. Go fuck yourself, motherfucker.
Well, he's just a narrative spewer. But like, what I was trying to say is like, listen, like, again, that was her job. Her boss probably wrote it. Adam Sessler probably wrote it, and that the whole point, not just attention, it's also the message. This is
right.
They get together. They pre, they already have a prepared. What the fuck? Is this real life?
Oh shit!
That threw me for a loop. They already have a prepared.
That is their staff.
A response for stuff. If they say this, say that, and if it gets too much, just block them. That's the response. He's not the first nor the last to do that. That's the like training they get at NPC school, how to handle shit. You know what I mean? They all do that shit because it's about the message. It's about the agenda. It's about the.
And if anyone thinks I'm being disrespectful, I apologize to the chat if you think my words are being mean. I don't care, but like, honestly, if I was wrong, he would have contradicted.
He would have said the argument. He would have responded.
The fact is, he was projecting like we were always seeing before. Let's support someone else while getting the whatever heat off me, so they never have to look at me because I'm a male feminist. No, you're a male cuck.
Yeah.
You're supporting a woman who acted inappropriately and embarrassed the whole gaming journalism environment, because technically they're journalists because they're reviewing games. Air quotes. I'm using big air quotes right here because it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Vigilante can play N64 and go, I hate this part of the level. Look, he just did a review of a level and no one wrote a script for him.
Exactly.
Well, the big thing is, there's one thing about going out with a generalization, which, of course, a lot of the stuff that you're putting on there is generalization. And generalization is a great thing to start out on. The thing is these morons cannot break down from that. You start from the generalization and you wean it down, because the generalization is to grab the attention. Well, that would be what you call the narrative, whatever you want to call it. But that's to grab your attention. But if you're not able to keep that defense and whittle it down from that generalization to specifics, you failed. Well, these idiots can't. You, Stephen, you are able to go out there and go into, from the generalization and go down to details and facts. They can't handle that. They're not capable of handling that.
And that's
they don't know how to do rhetoric.
The point is pushing the message and getting clout amongst friends. Like, look, I made the right people mad. Ha ha ha. I have more clout. Or like Fat Steven said, hide those skeleton claws. Who knows what this guy has in his fucking skeletons?
But
like, come on, bro.
Well, this is Tesla from 2020. I found this tweet, right? So
this is 2020. This isn't even recent.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say. But like, that's what I'm saying. I tweeted this going, this you or whatever it was. I'm like, you're all about gaming, and this is what I got.
But the thing is, Vigilante, that depends on the fact. Yeah. That depends on the fact that if he's actually winning people over. On the contrary, we're seeing proof that they're losing. They're losing.
This may sound crazy, because the quote unquote the money is with them. They don't even care about winning people over.
Yeah, well, the money's going to go eventually, and these guys are going to go all the way. No one's going to know about these guys. I really never knew about this Adam Sessler until recently. So, I mean, once was cool.
I'm like, he was a niche. He was super niche. Like, how many people remember G4? There was a reason the network is not on the air anymore. It's completely unnecessary as a network. He mentioned, am I doing a review and people are messing with me with these Italian plumbers? Because I do. There's sometimes where I do just kill Mario. I'm sorry. But like, there are so many like actual gaming journalists, actual people reviews. I could watch Mr. Matty Plays. I could watch Young Angry Joe, and even these guys are not, perfect by any stretch. But like, there are other people who have way more reach than even G4 did in his prime, who are in this space that I could go to first. So I don't really need G4 as a network. We don't even need network TV. So what is G4 doing back anyway? That's why I mentioned, that they're doing a lot of this for clout. They did a partnership with WWE last year. I didn't know they did, but they did. No one even knew they were back. They had a reunion special a couple months ago. I didn't know they did, but they did. But now they have people talking because Adam Sessler being a crazy fucker. He was talking about, wanting to kill Republicans and wanting them dead, some shit like that.
All of that shit. He was actually relating to a Christmas photo that showed in that picture, saying that they were having a family Christmas picture when holding guns. Like, oh, look at that. They're having guns and it's all related to child shootings. They threw shot. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, hopes his Republican family members die and drink piss and wonderful stuff.
All this
like
crazy shit. On top of, obviously, the infamous plan, and they already segmented it out. It's a clip on the X-Play channel. This was they wanted this to happen, man.
They did, but they didn't realize the amount of backlash they were going to get. And what they did is they incite trolls. Like, trolls, how far can you go? And what they did is challenge accepted. Now you have every internet troll coming after you because you gave them freaking ammo. You lit the fuse to your own destruction.
That's what they want. I keep trying to tell y'all.
And I agree.
But I agree too. I agree.
They're going to take that. They're going to go to Wired, maybe even CNN, whoever, as high as they can get in the leftist propaganda peddling community. Go to Wired, go to all these platforms that maybe you don't like, but still millions of people or thousands of people, however many people still like, and then say, oh, we were bullied by these toxic fans. And then, like I said,
they're already doing that.
Because that was the whole plan. They knew they wanted you to draw off sides so you can talk your shit, say fuck you, and they were going to take that fuck you, take it to these publications that they already had set up before she even went on air and say it, and then go about that. Oh, I'm being attacked, and she's probably already got speaking engagements for
hold on.
later in the year about how she's been attacked.
She's already doing that. I'll bring it up. 24. You ready?
Yeah. I am ready.
She's already doing it, like right here. Oh, lol, they're so mad.
Right.
You already got fake accounts doing this. For all we know, it's their own staff making these fake accounts.
Probably.
Hey, like to say what's up to Brian, Speaker of the Dead. What's going on, brother? Great to have you here. And thank you to whoever got that box. Appreciate that.
There it is.
I think it might have been me.
See, you
These
already.
are probably fake accounts. I remember Geeks and Gamers showed that people did that. They showed people going into their chat, saying a bunch of crazy shit, then screenshotting and go on Twitter and say, "Look at all the racists and the Geeks and Gamers chat." So, or it may have been their site, but it was doing something like this. And so, this is a hang Obama. Who the fuck has that? That's fake bullshit. But that's the thing. They already. This is all a part of the plan. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, this is all part of the plan. Like I said, she probably has a TED Talk in September. If she does a TED Talk by the end of this year, you remember when you heard it first, or some speaking engagement. She's gonna be doing some formal shit. This is like a platform lift. This is for her to take a step up in a little Eyes Wide Shut club. And like, I don't hate Mario. He's cool. I don't know if he's a plumber. I think he's a Freemason. That's enough Illuminati for one day, right?
There we go. Knew it.
But yeah, shout out to the bot.
The thing is they're going to CNN, and so the 10 people that watch CNN now, because their ratings have dropped dramatically. The magazines that no one's buying, so they're going to all the things that no one's looking at, and the response is on their end, they lost viewership for that just off of that rant. There's people in the uppers of that are absolutely furious about this. So, I mean, this is not a win situation. These people think they kind of come out with a win. I brought it out that people remember K.D. Lang. K.D. Lang was going gangbusters in the country music business, and she was a lesbian. Well, her career went crashola, and she wanted to sit back and say, "Oh, it's the reason why is because they all found out I was a lesbian." It's like, come on, please, we knew that. The thing was,
Ellen came out as a lesbian right on her show in an episode, and
right. Well, you know what happened was she's one of these radical vegans, and she started going out there about the meat is murder and that ranchers are nothing more than concentration camp people. Who are you selling your stuff to? Ranchers and such. They all decided, we're not going to buy your stuff. Not after you slapped our face. She had to get out of the country music. She's not big in music as much anymore, but she had to leave and go somewhere else.
I remember.
Same thing with the Dixie. Yeah, and then
I do remember what happened with the Dixie Chicks.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's not that she went out there and said, "I'm ashamed that George Bush is from Texas." It's not that she said it; it's where she said it. She said it in London. There's always been an unwritten rule that you keep your dirty laundry at home. You don't go out to these other countries and start spewing that stuff. If you're going around the United States and saying it, okay, fine, whatever.
That's why they were laughed at the Olympics for kneeling during their national anthem, embarrassing their whole country worldwide. It's the same shit. You want to be an activist, you choose when to be an activist. And guess what? On the workplace, where it could affect everyone else, those 30 people now might be looking for work after that spiel.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And this is going to be the same thing. She thinks she's going to go someplace. She's not. Neither is Adam Sessler. These guys have just sealed their careers.
I hope you guys are right. I hope you guys are right, but I that was their motivation. And it worked for other people. Well, to an extent, because even fucking I keep bringing up Anita. She ended up falling off real hard and struggling. She probably
her comic failed. Her comic failed too, supposedly, right? That one's not doing very sales for Marvel. But quickly, since we're going on that subject, if you want to do any type of activism, please donate to Fat Steven Seagal's PS5 fund. Just give me a PS5 right now, and I'll shut the fuck up before 24 kicks me off the channel for being a dick. Man, this is complete satire, and I'm not serious. Thank you, 24, for letting me shelter myself.
No,
this is the joke.
Get one of us a PS5. Someone has to fill the globe.
Don't get Vigilante a PS5. Get Fat Steven a PS5, and then I will thank 24 with the receipt. Yeah, okay.
If you
24 is just sitting there going, "What the fuck's happening?"
Gaming's a mess. If you can get a 3070, I will give you the money for it.
Remember,
I was going to say,
Remember,
get
PS5
one
at
PS5.
fatstevenseagal.com. I need one. I was kidding. I'm sorry. I needed some satire in this shit because I am so sick. It's either Boba Fett G4 or why are my balls better looking than half the shit I'm seeing on cable?
Yeah, you gotta.
That
have
says
fun,
something.
man. I was
Oh.
I was watching something that was like, you don't want to get to the point you can't enjoy a cup of tea. It's like, yeah, you gotta wake up, smell the roses, and not be so like caught up in this wildness. See, that's what I mean. I don't want a 3070 is $2,000. That's the mid card. That's not even the dope. That's not 3080. It's not 3090. It's
26.
mid.
Vidge, you're better off buying one of those pre-builds with those cards built in and playing
You're
monthly.
right. You're right. I've been looking at a pre-build but I gotta check the motherboard on these pre-builds because a lot of these pre-builds that are cost effective, I want to switch out the fucking CPU like almost immediately. So there's that. But
She
yeah,
might benefit, but I don't think she'll benefit much, Zach. That's the thing, though.
we'll
We're
see,
reaching the
man.
precipice of the full circle of things that go one way in the pendulum are going to come back. And the
But
amount
it's
of
going-
backlash that came out, there is less people supporting than there are people criticizing. And that's what's happening. We're done with this shit. We're done with your activism. Keep it out of our fucking video games. Keep it out of our comics. You want to be an activist?
Kurtzman
Pick up a
got
protest
renewed.
sign and go stand in front of Netflix and pretend you give a shit about Dave Chappelle's special.
Oh man, but Kurtzman got renewed. Kennedy got renewed. The results don't matter. 1 billion people can tell. That's not. We're
Yeah.
not. We're not in the old rules where if they're not making money from us, then they lose money, go out of business. Not these companies who push the message. That's not happening. It's the artificial push up is the problem because again, at very least, Adam Sessler wanted her to say this, and he has some clout in the thing. At very least, some people with clout amongst
So
that
he
company
mansplained.
wanted to say, yeah, he did, because it's funny how that works. But they wanted them to say this, so I don't know what's gonna happen. Hopefully, you're right. Hopefully, we are at the point where they say, "Man, this is going too far." But they've not done it in other times before that.
Yeah, I can agree with Vidge. I want to throw something out there. Let's say they say this artificial push goes so far that it's going to show how badly it can destroy things. And that will be the learning lesson from however 10, 20 years down the road it takes. I know that's showing hope in something we haven't reached yet or even have a concept of even seeing yet. But the thing about this, the more business and corporate tries to artificially push an agenda based off activism, the harder not only does it fall, but the harder it is to get the money back. And that means lower prices and they have to start doing all these stupid deals. I'm sorry, what do you identify as deal is coming up? Do you want the non-binary plan or the trans fluid Netflix business plan? Fuck off.
Well, I heard on a broadcast I was on before this is by E3 there will be some changes going on over there at G4. Or
Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Let's hope this backfires. I want it to backfire. I just seen it not backfire so many times that I'm like, man, I believe it when I see it. I just like I just said. If you see her in speaking engagements, if somebody mentions Zach's again, she probably gets paid. And this is what I'm talking about. These fucking video cards, man. God damn it! I just want to do PC. But yeah, she's probably gonna roll this into consultant jobs. I said that. Listen, if it fails, come back. Fat Steven's the one who called that. So if it fails and I'm wrong, which I hope to God I'm be wrong. I don't want to be right. I want to be right. If Fat Steven,
she will.
Make sure Fat Steven called it. It fell off. G4 was gone within a year because that's what should happen based upon economics. They shouldn't make it out the year.
Well, she'll ride some of these old contracts because it's going to be that flash in the pan. Someone's going to think they have a hot property, but when she goes to a speaking engagement, you have 5 people sitting there for it. It's like, well, that's not raking the money in, and that's going to go away. And that's what a lot of people happened to a lot of these people. They thought, oh, I'll be this big time motivational speaker and tell them the horrors of my life and how I was picked upon, and go walk into this gymnasium, and there's 5 people. Hey, you know, you go, girl, and she'll fade away. Now, by the time E3 comes around, it'll be interesting to see what happens over there. There's damage control being done over there right now.
Oh, I can't wait for E3 has a rant section for feminism. I can't wait for that. Now going to the next topic, let's go down to the Frost section where we're just yelling at men and how big their dicks are. All right, let's do it now. Back to you, Jim. John Madden.
If it was at E3, R.I.P. Madden. If it was at E3, because now everyone's doing their own conference.
It's gonna be called Re-3 at this point.
Exactly. That's all they're gonna have is damn feminists because there's no big companies even gonna be at E3 now. So yeah,
No. A lot of companies. Yeah,
Shit.
it's
they're
just.
doing
I
their
mean,
own thing. PlayStation does their thing; it's a big event. When Nintendo does their thing, it's a big event. But no one wants to see E3 anymore. They
Well,
fucked
and
up.
how can you say there's no women in gaming? Both my daughters are into gaming. They're back and forth playing all these different games. I mean, even from something as simple as Animal Crossing to the
Yeah.
Cyberpunk to all the other stuff. I mean, all across the board. And the youngest is on it like 24/7.
See, now I got it. Now I
What
got
did
it.
24/7 have to do with anything? He didn't.
Well, I
know
mean,
he had
the
to speak
time frame,
for
not the individual.
You guys
Oh,
are just
man.
giving me a brilliant idea. The next Phasmophobia stream I do, I'm just gonna go into random lobbies, be like, "How dare you not include more men or women in this shit? Don't you hate how men objectify us while we're ghost hunting, even though we only have 5 avatars to choose from? I want to see more flat-breasted women and men in this game right now, and see how long it takes to get me kicked out of a lobby."
Yeah.
How dare
I
you?
think
How
statistically
dare
speaking-
you?
How dare you? That's fucking
I'm not
crazy.
even angry.
Aren't
Yeah,
there
this is-
more
yeah.
women in gaming now than ever before in history?
Yeah,
world?
that's the
It
thing,
has to
though.
be.
I'm not even angry with what's been happening. I'm disappointed.
Yeah. This is an effort. This is in service
Bitch
of
needs
clout
to-
chase.
She
This is the
needs to
cloud-
go into a Modern Warfare 2 lobby, bitch, and she needs to hear how that shit went down.
Everybody, it's funny that those lobbies now are legendary. I remember those lobbies. I was not prepared for them when I got Modern Warfare 2, Warfare 2. And it was just happenstantial that I even got the game. I was out of gaming for a while. I had just got a new job, and I was playing so many video games. Like, I'm gonna get a 360 in Modern Warfare. It was some of the funnest times in gaming ever. But yeah, if you're talking about
The chipmunk voiced kid talking about doing your mom, and you're like, you don't even grow pubic hair yet. What the fuck are you talking about?
I have never heard so many talks about. It's funny. So many 11-year-old white kids say the N-word in my entire life, before or since, or the F word, not fuck, in my entire life, before or since. But it was a time to be alive. It was a time and a place. I feel bad that kids can't experience that in all its glory. People glitching through the map, then you finding out how to glitch through the map, and then
the ceiling, when they're on the ceiling in that one map, or they're all the way out in the middle of the Frost Hills. Oh my god, yeah, I remember that shit. I'm just like, I'm like in this. Oh my god,
that's the thing there.
Yeah, you did.
Men were men. No,
but I gotta give props though, because I have been doing a lot of the ghost hunting stuff, and I've met some newer content creators, or we even helped some guy get his affiliate. He just needed a couple more members, and then people in my chat went over, subbed to his channel. He was able to get to affiliate status. I've met some good gamers out there that have just wanted to stream, and just because they want to be a streamer, because that's their thing. And I'll give credit to that. The gaming is not dead. The social aspect of gaming isn't dead, but you are going to have trolls no matter where you go. Do you want to know why? They need a reaction.
And hey, this person herself was a troll. That whole rant was one major troll.
It was.
Well,
Bitch, if I told you how much I hated your penis today, I'm gonna start doing that in about 5 minutes. Okay.
Whoa. I wasn't prepared. Now I feel like
I hate
you know
black
what?
penis. I hate.
You know what?
Penis.
I've been sexually assaulted.
Shit.
Hashtag me too.
Fat Steven doesn't like my cock.
Hashtag me. No, that doesn't make it better. Hashtag me too.
He feels threatened by it, Vigilante.
And all you bigots are just watching. He's me tooing me, and you're laughing. You bigots.
Yes.
Oh my god! You see, that's the difference. Right now, we just made a joke about how fucking as arsenic it sounds, or asinine it sounds. Asinine.
You know,
eventually, I'll be able to get my mouth and my drunk to work.
You're encouraging me to drink. When you mistake arsenic and asinine, I'm like, man, I want to get that.
I need to seriously
Why
pub
am I
chats
sober?
one night. You would love pub chats. You would love the vac tube. All you guys.
I'm about to drink now. See, look what you've encouraged.
But that's it, though. We're at the point now where we got to do it out of humor, has this satirical methods, and not give reaction. You gotta mock the shit. That's why they're killing comedy. That's why they're going after Bill Burr and Chappelle. Comedy is the main weapon to diffuse this type of activism, stupidity, this mentality. And you know what? I love doing it, but at the same time, it's like I don't even respect you enough to do it anymore. If anyone takes what I say as jokes, or it takes my jokes seriously, like I'm actually hating on women or men or however you identify, or fuck a potato at night. I don't care. That's you. That's you. That's your life. I have no judgment over it. But if you come at my face and demand respect because of it, y'all gonna get a big talk to the hand because my balls ain't listening mentality at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Or respect is earned.
Respect thy neighbor.
Yeah, that too.
I mean,
man,
you know, courtesy expected. Courtesy is expected. Respect is earned.
It is.
And be able to sit down and just like we were doing here, just chewing the fat. Just
what the fuck, chewing the fat? What is that shit, motherfucker? What is this shit?
Man,
you heard me, man. You heard me. Yeah, that was a fat
buying
joke.
fart jars in this days and age, man. Who knows what they're doing?
Prolapse colons and all.
Oh.
Yeah. But that's just it. The fact that do this like we did in the old days. I mean, it's we could
masturbate,
slam the insults back and forth, and even ethnically, and we weren't offended by it because hey, we were all cool with it. We're having a grand old time, and that's just it. You have to laugh at them. You have to.
But you know what? There is a space where, like, and maybe this is the first shot of whiskey talking, Steven.
Cheers, brother. Cheers.
But no,
cheers.
There you go.
Fat Steven is a talented dude. They almost don't deserve his speech about him. You know what I mean? These trolls are so beneath. They're actually beneath us. That's what's crazy. Like we gotta laugh at them so people know they're fucking jokes. But it's like
Look, Vince, you make sense because I can actually.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I can actually throw down. 2021, I almost did 100,000 live stream minutes on my channel. My channel, and that is 90% gaming in Babylon 5. So no one under the sun, even though I haven't played the game, if you tell me about a game and I think it's interesting, I will play it. And I also give my review. Battlefield, exactly. GTFO, bitch came and get the fucking. It's like Destiny and Left 4 Dead mixed together. You're fucking nuts. What game were you playing? There's no Left 4 Dead in that at all. And I appreciate those words. Gaming is a type of escapism. It's much
I'm starting to really love gaming myself.
Isn't it great playing it? Because you're able to have a conversation with people at the chat, involve yourself in the game, and your mind is distracted in two ways. Paying attention to the people in there, and you're focusing on the level. And that is why I love doing it, because it's branching both. But I also love pub chats, because pub chats are even like the way we're talking now. I love sharing a drink, pretending we're at the bar, whether there's chicken wings or nachos or not, and delving into shit that makes us human. Humble.
I've been having better conversations to me, like when I'm gaming and playing Mario 64, than all of the like live streams I feel like I've done like combined. Like where they feel just I don't know, man. If
you got great, better. Then there's a good idea. Know what you do? Take one of your old live streams that you weren't gaming, rip it into an MP3, and overlay it with one of your gameplays, and upload it.
I didn't think about that.
I wish I was good at gaming. I suck.
So do I. Listen, I'm playing Mario 64 on the emulator. You don't need to have this crazy setup, and if you can do it, all the more power to you. But you can run what I'm doing on a fucking Chromebook probably. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So even though I got a decent little computer that I'm trying to upgrade because of reasons, you can anyone can do it. People are interested in seeing you play fucking Zelda from 86 or whenever it came out, or Link for the Past in the 90s, whichever is your preferred, whatever.
I was really getting into that Space Marines, Warhammer 40K Space Marines, and they had, of course, the team strikes that you had in there. I was really getting into that. That was a lot of fun. I pissed off a lot of people because I was too noobish, but hey, I tried.
People don't care if you're a noob. They just want to have fun watching you have fun. And I have so much fun watching people game, even if they're not doing commentaries, man. I just like it's just such a chill. I'm watching more of the content I watch is chill content. I'm barely watching keeping up with regular news or entertainment news. I'm watching people play games, or I'm watching like fucking walkthroughs of like different cities like in Japan. These like hour walkthroughs of somebody on a GoPro or a nice camera just walking through Japan.
Oh,
I love that shit.
Oh, I love walkthroughs. Oh,
yeah, they're just walking through
our
a
trains.
City.
Train rides. Yeah,
yeah. So I've been watching that, and that's gotten me into wanting to get cameras and stuff. And that's
See,
can of worms itself.
See, I watch two creators, and they're a good team together, and they do the stuff it's IGP and IC Caress, and that's how I got into things like GTFO, or started watching streams about Escape from Tarkov, or watching them do this shit because they brought an atmosphere that two people can have commentary and make the game not only visually stimulating, but the character interactions of people. That's why people watch live streams. That's why we're turning off our TVs or we're turning them into monitors. It's because the human interaction isn't just like scripted, like, oh, make it so number one or this and that. Like, I'm not mocking Star Trek, but I'm trying to give the relevance.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You're right, man.
I
Unscripted
am
live
addicted to
streams are
talking
something.
to people online. I wish more people would reach out to have a live stream or just do a collab. I would love that. And I can't make every show. Today I've been on Bruce's, I've been on 24s, I've done my gaming,
everywhere.
I have to go on Florida, and then I have to go somewhere else. But you know what? I can put forth the energy towards it. I wish everyone would have that ability to reach out and just talk to someone. Yeah, you're going to get no's or no replies first sometimes because people are busy.
I'm
But
sorry.
No, dude, not you. I'm saying it's a generalization. Y'all got the power in you to make content. And even if you think there's only two people watching, that's two people more than someone not making content.
And
Right.
man, don't think just because there's been times where I'm just one of 2 or 3 people in the chat and I'm watching somebody play a game and it's like, yo, I'm so glad I can focus on this and not what's stressing me out right now. This person playing, shout out to K2J because I watch a lot of his stuff. Him playing Streets of Rage 3, he don't even understand. Like right now in this moment, I need to watch somebody play Streets of Rage 3 and not focus on X, Y, and Z that just happened in real life. So like, there's something fun to this. There's something is deeper, so to speak, than this. And I'm taking
Right.
that out of whiskey.
I had fun with Anne's Fire Team. It was good. I played Anvil this morning. It was fun. One of the people in the chat played with me, and I had a blast. I like gaming. I wish everyone could. I know a lot of people don't think they can game. They, you know what you do? You literally just have Tetris on the stream and just talk with friends about anything. The game, the visual is the stimulation, but it's the audio that gets people going. I'm not preaching, okay? I'm not.
No, you're doing. No, you're giving.
You are preaching
good-
church, brother. Church.
I know, no. I treat
Reverend Pat Stephen, amen.
I treat
you
a
go.
stream. I treat a stream the way I used to treat how I worked at Hot Topic. You engage the customer. You make jokes. You try to make them feel a little less uncomfortable. You try to figure out what they like and don't like, and then you start bringing other products related to that to see if you can make a sale. It's not because you're trying to make the sale to get the money. That's the bonus, because you're only helping the corporation, but you're making the sale because you're listening to them.
And that's the one
You
thing
don't
people
have
have a
to-
hard time doing.
Yeah, listening and agreeing, or listening and disagreeing. You're not an enemy because you don't agree with the streamer,
Yeah.
Clarity to agreement.
and that's where
Right.
G4 has lost it. If I wagged my finger at anyone fucking here on this panel, they would have never had me back.
Yeah, G4. That's, and you know what? All these things have a element of sadness in them because it's like, I get it, the agenda, evil money behind everything. I get it. But like a lot, G4 was cool for what it was.
Code Monkeys, dude. Code Monkeys was
I
the
remember
shit.
Code Monkeys.
Oh yeah.
Didn't it
The
go
8-bit
on?
sitcom? Yeah.
Yeah, it was an 8-bit sitcom. Didn't it get bumped to another network after? Or am I
I
imagining
think
that?
for a little bit. I think it went to Turner for a little bit, didn't it?
It could have been. Like I almost feel like it was either after G4 went under or right around the same time they got bumped. But yeah, that was great. I talked about the old Tech TV days. So other people brought up the ZTV days. I remember screensavers, and like back in the day, early 2000s, late 90s, the internet existed. I mean, you could go on Ask Jeeves or Yahoo or something to try to search something up. But like there was so much basic information. Like I think I learned how to do Control-C, Control-V, which is a basic function from the screensavers back in the day. Like I literally think that's where I learned it. And because I didn't learn it, there was no way else to know it. Because a lot of that knowledge, the basic knowledge of what we know about computers and how to use computers, it was just becoming a thing. So that network actually did teach me basic stuff about computers I didn't know otherwise. Before, and then G4 and game, the shit Sessler did, unfortunately, that was one of the first game review shows I'd ever seen. That was probably one of the first on TV. Maybe there was some before Extended Play and X Play. And it's like, damn, you just do all that away for a little bit of clout. That sucks.
Yep.
Man. That really sucks.
They lose away after
Same
a
with
while.
the Batgirl and everything else we talk about every week. That really sucks when you just toss away all that history, all that came before with the brand. You just say, I just want a little bit of clout, so I'll just burn it out right now. It's just what a waste.
Well, see, I wasn't a big gamer, but I used to come home and watch Attack of the Show and find it interesting and fun to watch.
Yeah.
So here I am, it's like, okay, so, they were grabbing people who weren't big gamers, but I had enough of an interest in what was going on in the world of that to do that.
Yeah.
Well, now they flushed it down the toilet. They really did. Are you going to get someone casual like me to watch?
The other
'cause now
thing
when you
is-
search it, you're gonna see that bullshit.
The other thing is people also need to realize as much as you might want to only do certain things for people, or you're trying to help certain channels or programs or anything like that, the minute you start gatekeeping who you think deserves and doesn't deserve, you've already become G4 and you don't even realize it yet.
Right.
Always check yourself before you do anything.
Mhm.
But if you burn my fucking house down or shit on my name, brother, you're never coming back in my fucking line of existence ever again. And I'll stand by that.
Nothing wrong with that stance at all.
You know?
Yeah.
Why should you keep on inviting people over who's going to kick you in the balls, crap on you, smear you, call you all sorts of names, and say, "Hey, I'll be back next week for you. Have a great day."
Yeah.
No,
That's what I feel
Shit.
about pop culture as a whole. That's what they're doing every week. It's hey, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. We're gonna put a pole in Superman's ass. We're gonna fuck up Batgirl. We're gonna fuck up this. Gonna fuck up that. And we'll be back next week to yell at you with G4. It's like fuck off, man.
Right. I mean, it's different from sitting back and saying, "I think you're wrong in this area," and explain this is why I think you're wrong. That's discourse.
Yeah, nothing kills my drunk buzz of happiness faster than seeing how people act on social platforms, whether it's in our community or outside our community, thinking they're trying to help, when all they're doing is being exactly the same thing the people they're supporting are going against. And I'm like, I'll never call them out because it's not my place. But we do have to be better, not better where we get an ego, but better in being humble, realizing that everyone is pretty much doing the same thing. I don't like Jello anymore. The chocolate pudding from Jello is not bad, but I'm not. No, I'm saying everyone is behind a screen. Everyone behind these screens is a human being, and the minute you start doing that type of gatekeep shit or that selective choosing of who you think deserves or doesn't deserve, you don't even realize how bad you're hurting what could be because you're not seeing outside the box of someone else, of your own prerogative. And I'm even guilty of that before, but like that's why my channel in general is like open forum. You're welcome to come shoot the shit. If you want to play, let me know. Let's play. I wish more people would adapt that and realize that there's still human beings behind the screen. Even that's where Forrest Kern, whatever her name is, she fucked up. You're wagging your finger at a mass of people, not the select few that make comments.
Mhm.
And you just turn them all the way.
If you want to have a channel that's specific in neural, well, that's fine. But that's all you're going to get for a segment of viewership.
I'm
But
not an
don't-
old man. Stop calling me old man. What the fuck? Fuck you, Cosmic.
But I mean, if you're going to go to, like you said, a public forum like that, that's supposed to be inviting everybody, including experienced to casual, then you do that waggle finger. Well, that's the wrong thing to do. Absolutely right.
Yep. And I say as a translation because I watch a lot of channels. I don't talk in a lot of channels, but I see.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, the hardest line is being humble and delving into your own ego, and that's not easy. But I appreciate your guys' time. Honestly, I appreciate the Kings.
Oh man,
It's
I
more than just
appreciate
talking
you, man.
about articles. It's more than just talking about articles. This is the shit I like talking about. We're not shitting on one people. We're shitting on the principle of their actions.
Mhm.
Because eventually, all of our voices on this show will be either deleted, gone, will be dead. But the message, like we're fighting against one message, is the message of free thought.
Right.
And if you can't support your own free thought and you're second guessing yourself before doing a tweet or a post or a YouTube title, then maybe you should think about what you're doing for that before you put it out there.
Yeah. Be thoughtful. Don't be reactionary. Don't be knee jerk.
Be human.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Think about it. And it's not that you disagree with somebody; it's how you disagree with somebody.
Mm-hmm. Work out your problems in private DMs. If there's a problem you think it needs to get solved, you work it out. If you refuse to work out the problem and you're not giving examples why, you're no better than the shit causing the fan.
Mm-hmm. Again, like I said earlier, generalizations are great, but you got to funnel it down to just specifics.
Yep.
If you can't do that, you're just as bad.
And I'm sorry if I sound like a preaching motherfucker. I've been here almost 2 years. April's going to be my second anniversary on YouTube. And I've seen some shit like this, like y'all talking about being better. This is not to anyone in general. I'm saying it's a generalization. Y'all talk about being better. You want to help all these people. Meanwhile, you're bitch slapping half of the rest. And unless there's an actual reason behind it, we're nothing better than G4 sometimes. And it's that activism coming on a pretense. You don't even realize you're doing it. I am not a dick. Go fuck yourself, Cosby. I will shove a Bill Cosby pudding bob up your nostrils.
Bill Cosby roofie pop.
Oh yeah, the GHB pudding pop. That's it right there.
Shit, Rough Girl says, smack it up, flip it, rub it down. Oh no.
Whatever. I'm sorry. I apologize, guys. I apologize.
Nah, you good, man. No, you don't gotta apologize for nothing. Come on, man.
Not at all.
Because
I always find you insightful. I
can't
like
talk
your
like this because people get offended by it because it's too real for some people. That's also what people have told me. If you get too real or too open, people get thrown off by it.
Well, the one thing
I think we can say don't apologize, Cosmic. I'm good. Stop calling me old, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think that's the one thing about it. We're all straight shooters here. 24 tells it as it is. Vigilante tells it as it. You obviously say it as it is, Fat Steven. I hope I say it as it is. So, I mean, I don't want to bullshit anybody on this channel. No reason to, or even the chat at all. So how about those cups?
No, it's all right, man. I have a habit of doing that. I'm sorry. It's just...
Oh no,
no, you good, man. She don't got nothing to apologize for.
But you're absolutely right. I mean, everybody. I think that is a lesson for all of us for being YouTube. That's why I've always made it kind of a point not to talk bad about a YouTuber on air at all. Exactly, and it's like I'm not going to get into that sort of fray on that. That doesn't matter what my opinions are. It's like, okay, well, they can do their thing. I'll do my thing. Hopefully they like my thing enough that they'll come over. I mean, I'm not looking to get rich off of this or get a red cent. This is for fun. And I hope people join me in with the fun. That's the big thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoy watching your streams, Fat Steve, when you're out there. And, it's like, especially when you say about the sequel trilogy and the ghosts come and get you.
Yeah. They do. They kill me. That's funny.
They don't like you when you do that, man.
No, like the last 2 days, they've been like, fuck, stop talking about Star Wars. And they keep fucking killing me, motherfucker.
Look at that. From Rough Girl, she says, no, at Fast Steve, we need to hear this. You know more, so please share more. Yeah, man. Yeah, you don't ever got to apologize for nothing, man. People here love you and support you, brother.
You're very insightful, man.
Yeah, for real.
No, it's a power and a curse in a way. But,
look at that. Even Arwen was like, agreed 1,000%.
I've been through enough shit on YouTube. It's just, everyone's been through this shit. It's just, God damn. If I ever become Frost Curran and wag my finger at another person, I will never forgive myself.
I'll be the first one to kick you in the balls. How's that sound?
I don't even think you're looking high enough.
Man, I'll tell you what, guys. Y'all want to jump on something else? Ride it out for a few more minutes.
Yeah.
I gotta get going soon too because I do have Florida as well, so I can't. I hate being so busy on Sundays. This is crazy.
Oh no, we understand that, man. Shit, you doing good things, man. So, man,
yeah,
we appreciate you, coming through here, man. Spending time with us, man.
Thank you for being here, man.
Yeah, for real, man.
Always enjoy my pie.
Yeah, thank you. No, it's good, guys. And John, I appreciate this shit.
Man, we appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you too, man.
Yeah,
you're getting there.
But shit, I tell you what, man. Pulled up a couple articles. If y'all haven't seen them yet in the DMs, and and it was interesting to see how they got these two little storylines coming from Marvel right about now. Just nothing. One is they're getting ready to kill Thor, and his movie's coming out.
That's dope.
Which I thought, and they just killed Doctor Strange, man. So I thought that was interesting how Kevin Feige. I was telling Baron, I was like, Kevin Feige's running the comic book division over there at Marvel. So he's running so basically he can sync everything up to have it to where whatever's coming out in the comic books matches up with what's going on in the movies. But what he decided to do was he has a new Doctor Strange movie coming out, and he just killed Doctor Strange. Now he has a Thor movie coming out, and he's getting ready to kill Thor. Yeah. So issue 750.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So I thought that was like, damn. That was thought that was pretty interesting to find out. And then, with the Hulk, we all thought that World War Hulk was like the most powerful, most destructive Hulk out of all of them. They come to find out there's about to be a Hulk that's going to show up into the Marvel Universe that the whole Marvel Universe is going to have to fight. So he's about to be the universally most destructive killer Hulk is about to show up, and David Banner, the Hulk that we saw, is going to have to deal with that along with every other superhero in the Marvel Universe.
That sounds fun.
Multiverse.
This is what the issue with the multiverse is. Like, it's always cool for certain stories, but then when you go past those stories, like it's cool for like one-offs. To me, you can do a one-off, make a real cool multiverse story, and it's fun. But then when you should start going too far with it, it just becomes like, I don't know. And it's very interesting, like the point you brought up, because Feige has not always been in control over the comics. Right. It has been the past however many years it's been.
I think it's been for the last about a year or two. He's been over the comics.
Yeah.
Okay, but like you would think they would finally try to sync things up in the comics and the movies, or have similarities in storyline instead of having like, oh, let's kill all these characters when we're making movies over. But again, the message, ESG money, hashtag, same old from old Hollywood and Disney.
Well,
yeah, gentlemen, I gotta go. It's been great.
Enjoy Florida.
Take care.
Yeah,
take
man.
Care, guys. Be safe.
Tell Lorraine I said what's up, man. Y'all take it easy, man.
Ciao.
All right. Ciao, brother. And also, Squeaker Mouse is leaving. Yeah, Squeaker Mouse is awesome. Squeaker, take it easy. Thank you for being here. Enjoy the rest of your evening or afternoon, wherever you're at. Yeah, and just we're looking forward to seeing you the next time. So thank you for being here, and thank everybody else that stuck around and hung out with us all this time.
With me being sick.
Oh, no, you're good.
Cough on all you.
Boy. Yeah, man. What was that you were saying, though, Vigilante, before Fast Steven took off?
No, I was completed with my point.
I think it was... And I was just going to sit back and say, I just think it's all promotion. They need to have something to try to grab people.
Yeah.
Especially in a dying comic industry. Yeah, I mean, you're saying all the money, but they still want to get these things sold. And with DC and Marvel not selling anything, they got to do something sensationalized. It's like, well, let's kill off another character.
And another little side note with the comic industry, and 24 knows this, more probably better than most people. But like when they do the issue that kills Doctor Strange, then that issue is a lot more valuable,
right?
And that pushes the price up. So that's another kind of way of doing this. So now we have more valuable comics once we.
But let me ask you, how much you think the issue gonna be when Wham and Strange takes over? Mrs. Strange.
It'll be more than what they get for issue 2. I can tell you that. It won't be much though, because these are stupid ass storylines. 2, they're fucking bleeding that dry of kind of and this is the new shocking moment with XYZ character. Now we've killed them, and now we brought them back, and now we've replaced them, and now we've done this, and so they'll usually do a little bit of a bump for that issue. And then you'll never hear from it again. It gets canceled.
It's funny now that I'm thinking about it. While you just said that, all right, they got this new Iron Fist comic book coming out, right? So Iron Fist now is an Asian guy that goes and he saves Danny Rand, the guy that's been Iron Fist for like the last 50 years.
Yeah.
60 years. He's gonna save.
Mental.
Yeah, he's gonna save him, but he's also gonna be the new Iron Fist. So basically, we have a new Iron Fist. We have a new Doctor Strange. Thor gets killed, but I guess he might be getting replaced. I don't know what's gonna happen to him. Then they come to find out Thor's hammer's a chick.
Yeah, of course.
And then Captain America's shield is non-binary, and then
Basically, the web shooters are trans.
yeah, all this shit. So so we're getting all this shit, and the thing is, I remember like in old Marvel, when there was ever a movie or a TV show or something that, or DC Comics, when something would come out, there was always a comic book that complemented what was coming out. I remember when the first Tim Burton Batman with Michael Keaton first came out, they had an actual Batman adaptation comic book coming out at the same time.
Yeah, they did.
And they don't do that kind of shit. They don't have the comic book supporting what's happening in the movies. They have it like two totally separate things, but even then it wasn't all ran by the same guy, and it was more connected than this guy that's running all of it, and he can't even keep it together and you know, to make it work off of each other, man.
Yeah, Peter Parker. Remember for a little bit when the Tobey Maguire movies, he had organic web shooters in the comics. They switched that up to kind of match. Okay, people are going to be coming to this comic from seeing the movie, so we're going to change the character to fit the movie. They had a storyline reason, but they did that. But also remember that both in these eras, comic books sold like hundreds of thousands of copies a month, and they don't anymore. So that's part of it too.
Well, and the thing is they've done so many things over and over and over again. The viability of these comics being collector items are slim to none. It's like, oh, Thor's died. Okay, yippee. It's like the other ones. Then, of course, the variant covers. Are these going to have variant covers? That's the other question.
Oh, you know it. At least
well, you already know, man.
At least,
yeah. So,
and they already did this. Didn't they already replace Thor with Lady Thor like 6-7 years ago? And I think that first issue actually was kind of a, back before they had totally burnt it out. Now, I'm sure that issue probably has a little value, but like they've already done this with this character. Like, what are you doing?
I think he got replaced, because he was running around when Jane Foster was Thor. So he was Thor too, but they gave her the hammer and he got a new hammer and all that stupid shit. So with this even when Baron was taking a glance over it, there's a lot of comic book bigwigs in the industry that are working on this. It's supposed to be Thor issue 750. There's a bunch of big time comic book dudes working on it, and the fact that it's coming on probably on the eve of Thor's movie. I mean, I don't know, man.
I think we're too much into the multiverse thing. So why do we need to tie it in with the comic book series? This is all part of the MCU. So this is this other universe that we have with all the other universes we have with these characters, and they don't need to sync them up anymore. They've already got a dividing line. Honestly,
I'll give you an example. Like right now, you got the new Spider-Man movie that just came out. If you look at the comic books, none of them are reflecting anything about the movie. It's like everything's going for, everything's going for Dolo out there. It's like the movie's doing his own thing, comic book is doing his own thing, and there's no indication that something's going on. I don't know, man. They used to just, they used to do it better. They used to sync up things in a better way, and right now they're not doing that, man, and it's whack, man. It's just whack right now in comics,
and
man. That's why
being part of the comic book. I mean, you had, of course, the 6 issues of Star Wars, which led into its own Star Wars line, and of course, synced in with the movies. Superman, when it came out, the first Superman, was synced with its own comic book. Like you said, the Batman movie, '89, same thing. All across the board. When you had the prequel trilogy, Dark Horse did those. But you don't see that tying in. It's like you're beneath us almost type of thing, or we're not the same. We look the same, but we're not the same. And in some ways, it's kind of insulting. It's like almost shows a sense of animosity from one to the other.
Yeah, and you know what? I wanted to piggyback off of a point, and it's kind of a shift. But that
Go
Cosmic
for it.
Fusion said earlier about Comicsgate. I do think they have a lot of issues as far as like viability long term. Like one of my biggest issues is I can't get. It's almost the opposite issue of what the mainstream comic industry is. I can't get a copy if I didn't follow that Indiegogo right at that time. I'm just shit out of luck. I'll never have another copy, and that's just like that. Kind of sucks. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So because I've always
Well,
said we gotta have an alternative, but you gotta have that alternative viable.
well, you know, actually, there's ways to get all those comics. If there's like, let's say Cyber Frog or some shit that you were, man, come holler at your boy, man.
Yeah, that's what I can do to figure out because I know. But how is if we're talking about long term viability for alternatives? It's got to be Joe Easy. I've never heard of this. Somebody said it was cool. I'm going to click on it on the site and buy it. If it's any harder than that, that viability of an alternative goes away. So
we know it's crowdfunding takes time, man. You know, and everything's being crowdfunded. So that's really where it's not like it's not like a Dark Horse or something where they can just print it month by month and you can just walk into your comic book store and just get it, man. These are more of a niche thing where you have to sit there, fund it, wait for the artist to finish drawing it or writing it or whatever the fuck, and then the process of printing it and then packing it and putting together to where it's a of course I know I'm preaching to the choir. I'm just saying it's like it's more like when it comes to Comicsgate and crowdfunded comics, there's more of a process than just and you know what, Vigilante, you right, man. There should be some things about this whole crowdfunded deal that should be easier or for it to be more accessible. And I think right now, like I give you an example, Ethan Van Sciver, he has you can go to eBay right now and you can basically find he has his own store where he's selling all his Cyber Frogs, all his shits, to where it's like you can basically just buy it all, everything autographed the way you would have if you couldn't have found, let's say if you missed out on the crowdfunding, you can go ahead and pick it up from him now. And I mean that obviously, but he's just one guy trying to do it better than the rest. And he has his product out there to where you can still buy from him. You don't have to buy it like secondhand. And if you didn't want to, but you can find it secondhand also and still catch up on all the things that you thought you couldn't get just because the campaign is over.
Well, that's smooth that he's doing that. I hope more creators do some version of that because you gotta have some sort of viability. And I mean, EVS and Young Ripper are trying to do their own companies, and I hope I'm hopeful for both. I'm hoping that both can support it and that they grow because I want to do a fucking short of like an original character one day because I don't think we're ever going to quite get what we want from these companies ever again. I would love more than anything to be wrong and to actually get entertainment for entertainment's sake and not get, every 5 months a new male character has to make way for the feminist wave and just get really good stories being told again. But I don't see it happening anytime soon, unfortunately, because the loss of money, if the loss of money isn't going to do it, then I don't know how I can impact you. I already voted with my wallet and it's still not changing anything. So it's like the only way I can change is to vote with my actions and create something else. And so will it get rid of the mainstream? No, but at least it gives people another means of entertainment outside of the BS that we get from mainstream entertainment as a whole.
Well, you said it the right way. You're not going to get it from them. They're dying. They're crumbling. So. But the thing is out of ashes rise other things up. And right now, these crowdfundings that you have out there, let's just look at it as what they really are. They're underground comics, just like you had in the 70s and all that. And those were hard to find in the day. And as some of these companies that we have were underground comic companies that managed to come into a little bit more of the mainstream. So what's going to happen is something will come up and rise up and challenge them, whether it's like you're saying Young Repa or whoever. Somebody's going to come in and they're going to start something up and they're going to start gravitating towards her because as much as manga is a good thing, Americans are still want to have their own homegrown heroes too, their own homegrown comics. And it's like I said, I want to see both flourish in the United States and other comics from around the world as well. Something's going to rise up. Whether we're going to, if DC is just far too long for DC and Marvel to shape up, that's yet to see. But something's going to rise up and take over and start coming in. And it's not just going to be one. There's going to be a few of them. Just like he had at one time, how many car companies, and then it came down to however many that got whittled down, and something rising up to take over the other. Something's going to apply. It's like the money's going to go away. DC, Marvel aren't going to have to come to a conclusion. Are we going to actually have to cater to the crowds? And then the big question is it going to be too late, especially after what they've done to our heroes? How they literally sodomized Superman, how they literally destroyed all the others and twisted and warped them in the shapes that we don't even remember them anymore. And a comic, let's just see what the shift will be. It's going to be interesting. But there's going to be a shift somewhere. Let's see who does it. And you know what? I'd like to see a Vigilante Williamson comic, swooping down and protecting the people. Vigilante Williamson is here.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I do a comic of my own little character, but I do. I did not necessarily for comic, man. I want to do a short, like a short movie, but with an original character that's kind of based off of a character. I already have like a story that popped in my head. I'm like, man, it'd be cool if that can be made to a movie. So that I want to do that because I think that's got to be a thing, man. There's so many great fan-made films. You brought up the Dread one. We've talked about the Batman one and the Batman Punisher one I saw a few weeks ago. That was dope. And it's just not enough. Like, they're great, but those are already established properties. You can't do anything with that. And it would be really great if there was some more original property shorts and films and movies and things of that like.
Actually, the guy from the guy that actually directed and did that Batman Punisher, he hit me up, man, and
oh really?
Yeah, man, I was surprised. He hit me up. He saw I dropped a video on it and dropped the link in the description. Told everybody to go check it out, and that I watched it and I thought it was cool. And he said he appreciates. He just hit me up and just said, "Hey, man, I appreciate you doing the video and you liking the video and supporting us and backing us up, man." He just told me thank you, man. I was like, shit, I appreciate you, man. So it was a cool message, man. Yeah, it was just him just reaching out and saying thank you, man. So I appreciated that, man. That's some good shit, man.
Awesome, man.
And that was last week, man. It's funny, like it was like weeks later he fucking hits me back, but shit, I appreciate it. Yo, I wanted to say what's up to Luke the Kook. What's going on along with Brightest Day? What's up, man? Yeah, man. Shit, appreciate y'all being here, man. Luke the Kook, that's what's up, man. Man, but yeah, man, it's it's a lot of interesting shit. I know that I don't ever really talk about this shit, but fuck it, man. I'll say now, it's always good. There's nothing wrong with ever putting something out there into existence, man. That way, when you put it out there, man, you never know whatever transpire from trying to speak it into existence. But I have some characters, man, and I have a couple. I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd say 6 different stories, characters. 3 of them are in book form. I got like 3 books that I started writing. One book has at least 10 chapters, and I've never completed it. Yeah, I was really fucking serious as fuck, man. I got characters.
Start from the beginning and redo it, and then you'll get the momentum to go through it. I've heard that. Somebody just told me that recently about writing. Like sometimes restart and you already know where certain beats are going to go.
Right.
And by the time you get to that whatever the stop part, you'll break through it with momentum because you'll already have a different vision on it. So I heard that as a thing if you didn't want to just finish it. There's all sorts of things, man, but don't give up on it, man. That sounds dope as shit.
Nah, it's I have that. I have a space story where it's a complete like more or less like on the level of the Expanse, even though I never watched the Expanse, but something that's like in space, something completely its own deal, nothing that's influenced by anything. So it's like I have so much different things, and then I have about 4 comic book characters. So I have like different book ideas, that I've started on. I have so I have between books and actual comic book characters, I have some shit that I've been working on for a good 15-20 years, man. And
Now's the
and right
time, man.
yeah, but it's crazy because right now, in the position that I'm in doing YouTube, and have met Mike Barron, which is he was the guy that started writing the Punisher books when the Punisher first came out with his own comics.
Mhm.
Mike Barron was writing those. So and he also, when Wally West became the Flash after Barry Allen died in Crisis on Infinite Earths, Wally West started, he at the end of Crisis on Infinite Earths number 12, Wally West finds Barry Allen's ring, and he becomes the Flash. And that was in between 1985 1986, and in 1987 they come out with Wally West the Flash issue number 1, and Mike Barron wrote all those. So it's like, to meet Mike Barron, to meet Chuck Dixon, to have talking to Ether Van Sciver. I mean, it's and just watching what Comicsgate has done and everything else. Yeah, there's a lot of things out there that are very influential, things that'll definitely start getting the wheels back turning again, because you're surrounded by a lot of positive folks that have done good shit in the industry. And not only that, you got like Kai MFS, and you have other people around. You got Storyman Jack and a lot of other people that can actually put together a story and have written some great shit. You can't help but to get inspired by greatness, with a lot of things that are that are around us in the industry. And of course, you have gentlemen like Pop Culture Minefield. You have Gary over there, that he's a fucking talented artist, and just seeing what he's doing, and it's like, fuck, man, you can't help but to be inspired by seeing great folks doing great things, man. And just to know, like, hey, if they're doing it, and they're doing, of course, everybody's more talented than me, because I'm not just a writer right off the cuff.
Short.
No. But what I'm saying is like, what I'm saying is they put in the time.
Mm-hmm.
They put in the time to work on their craft. Me, I'm just a guy that wants to tell a good story, and I have some good ideas. But just to see how they do it, it makes me want to keep pushing them to try to see if I can put my shit out there, man. So that's what I meant. Is I was just trying to give them the props and saying, like, man, these guys, they fucking been in this shit 20, 30, fucking 40 years, man. And man, I got a lot of shit, man. I got ideas, man.
But everybody has to start somewhere.
Right. And I know before I even start like showing an idea or doing this and that, first thing I gotta do is get all my shit copywritten, man. That's the first and foremost. And I haven't done that. That's why I won't tell you an idea or say a name or say, hey, look, I got this character. It's about this book I'm working on this, and this called that, and blah blah blah. I would, dude, you don't know how much is burning in me to want to say that, but just the fact that I haven't copywritten shit, I'd be fucking myself over if I did that right now.
Don't be afraid to copyright some of the stuff you have. You only got 10 chapters. Copyright those 10 chapters.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Copyright is a lot easier now because you can do it digitally, can't you?
Well, the cheapest way to do it, the fastest and simplest way, you have a copy of all those 10 chapters, you mail it to yourself.
I know,
do not open. And that is one of the ways you can do it that way.
That's the quote unquote poor man's copyright.
But
copywriting fees are only like $30 or $40, right?
Right. Yeah.
I had copywritten music way back in the past. Never did anything with it, but it's not that expensive. Listen, I know I still owe you a shirt, but I've been so busy. But I will figure a way to get your stuff copywritten if that's the case, bro. Because you gotta, everybody has a creativity in them. You always have some creativity about you. You absolutely need to put it out there. Now is absolutely the time to do it. So
with your knowledge on how things should be, how superheroes and other stories should be, who not you? I mean, honestly.
Yeah, you've forgotten more about superheroes than I'll ever know.
Oh shit, man. Thank you, man. Yeah, man. I got some things in me, man, and shit, man. You know, I would love to work with folks like you, Vigilante, or you, Baron. You know, like anybody that wants to like try to fucking collab and put something out there and work some shit out. I mean, the possibilities are endless, man. I just it's just like I said, I'm the wheels are starting to turn again, man. So it's just good to see that that's so much good.
I've had a lot of ideas for stories too. It's just my ADD gets in the way. It's like sitting back there and actually doing the writing. It's like, but so many different stories. Of course, mine's more in the areas of more science fiction and such than actual superheroes. But I know what you mean about that, though.
Rough Girl says, good night, y'all. Rough Girl's heading out of here. Rough, you take it easy, girl. Walk that dog. Yeah, just make sure you put on the little booties and everything on the dog. And you guys be safe out there. It's cold. I know I hear it'll be like 30, 40 degrees.
Yes,
here, shortly. Yeah, so and I know probably in the next 4 or 5 minutes, probably going to wrap this up too. But
yeah,
I just wanted to.
You copyright stuff. I got to trademark my name. I've been meaning to do that, and I've been lazy about it.
Yeah, and I got to do my shit too, man. You fucking right about that.
Trademarks are more expensive. They are more expensive than copywriting works. But copyright your stuff. You said what?
I can't do mine though.
You can't.
Mine is it's Marvel. Mine's Marvel.
Shit, yeah.
I'd have to
wonder
become
if you
somebody.
Misspell it.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if they go the full name. I don't know. That'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, you might want to try some things.
Or just switch it up. You can always switch it up to something.
Oh yeah. Similar.
Well, but yeah, man, shit. Tell you what, everybody's heading on, bailing on out of here. Figured it'd be a good time for us to make our exit.
Was it something I said?
Come on, man. You know better than that shit. Hey, I tell you what, Baron. Hey, let us know what you got going on for this week, brother.
Well, I'm gonna have Bruce Lombardo. I always want to say Guy Lombardo, but Bruce Lombardo of Dick's Division Wednesday at 9 p.m. on my show, Baron After Dark.
That's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, that's going to be a very interesting chat. I look forward to it. And then, of course, I'll be here next week with the Kings. And hopefully I'll be feeling a lot better by then.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, Bruce Lombardo's a great guy. Fucking,
he is.
Been seeing him in the chat, man. I know he's been going through a few things. So I'll be definitely watching in on y'all on Wednesday night. So that'll be a good one. What about you, Baron? I mean, fucking Vigilante. I'm tripping.
Too many edibles.
Oh, yeah, there you go. No, I mean, I might do a stream later on. I might do like a gaming stream later on. Coach of Crime Fighters is going to be on my channel Wednesday. Outside of that, who knows?
I see you close to 700, man.
I've been close to 700 for like 8 months. It'll, we'll wait.
Nah, he is, man. He's close to 700, man.
I've been at this.
You said you've been at this point.
Because I've gone up and down, so I don't even care too much about. It's 670. It'll be 680 again, or 650 again. It's gone to 675 a few times, and then gone all the way back down to like 650 something, and then gone all the way back up. So when people say, "Oh, you're at this," I'm like, for the 5th time, man. I'm not. It's not gonna. It hasn't gone anywhere. So I'm not.
Yeah, Shit, I remember when. Yeah, I remember when I got to 600. And I got a few congratulations. And then when I looked, my shit was back at like 550. I was like, what the fuck, man? So, I couldn't officially just celebrate, man, until I got back to the 600. And even then, I was like, I ain't going to celebrate because YouTube will just fucking take these 5 or 10 from me. And I'll be right back at, 5, at 590 or 595. So I was like, fuck that. But I feel you, man. I was looking at that and I was like, well, shit, at least you be hitting 700 soon, man. So
nah.
Well, we need is a subscriber telethon.
Maybe 20.
We need a subscriber telethon. Come on, people, subscribe. Just like we did with Jerry Lewis.
Well, one of the things is right now I'm not even an active channel. I'm just doing enough to get by, and for the next couple months. So when I'm more active, I'll care a little bit more. And actually, I'm not even really going to care about the sub. I'm plan on using my backup channel a little bit more, but like again, I'm months away from actually being active. I'm literally just doing just enough to get by, and then just having fun with the gaming stream. So don't worry about it. If you haven't sub, I appreciate it. If you do, if you don't, no big worries. Because I've been in 670s a bunch for like 8 months. I don't see myself moving too much past that anytime soon.
Yeah, I'm subscribed to both channels.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, man. Shit, I couldn't. Fuck, man. I can't miss out. What the fuck? Yeah, man. I mean, I'm subscribed to both channels. I enjoy the gaming streams. You know, you have a lot of interesting topics to talk about, man. A lot of good shit. You have people. I mean, you know, and it's cool. One thing I can say is that you have the same people coming through. So it's like you have a support system, man. You got people that love to talk to you, you know, talk with you. You know, they love to watch you, you know, whether you're gaming or not. Excuse me. You have a lot of people that really enjoy, and it's including me, man. I love watching you. I love listening to you, and you know, I'll show up, you know, say what's up to everybody, and then, you know, and then I'll just kind of sit back and just watch it, you know. But I enjoy your shit, man. So whenever you do a video, whenever you go live, you know, whether you're alone or you're with Matt, or, you know, and I enjoy being here with you when you're with us on these Sunday evenings, afternoons. Yo, this shit's it's some good shit, man. And I'm always you know, I'm always thankful to, you know, to fucking be here to just check it all out, man. So it's fuck, man. You know, we all love you here, man. So that's
hey, man, I appreciate it. I appreciate your support, bro.
Yeah, man. It's like shit. I mean, hell, man. My kids are subscribed to you, man. So I mean, fuck.
I like that one game you were playing the other day there. I do sometimes just like 24. You know, I'll say a couple words in there, and then I'm doing something. I got it on because I have the one computer over here. I got my computer here, and so I can look over and hear you ramble as you're kicking some butt.
Right. Yeah, someone's shaking some shit. I heard that. Oh, man. No, it's all good. Zach says he's almost at 100. Oh, that's what's up, man. Shit, we're gonna have to make sure we get you to 100, man. So if anybody haven't subscribed to Zach's, please do. If you haven't subscribed to Vigilante Williamson, please do.
I think I got a second one too. I hope I do.
Yep. He does have a second channel. Please subscribe to both his channels. Subscribe to Baron Norman Tag, Luke the Kook, doing some good shit. You know, whenever Punk Waddle gets his channel rolling, we'll be subscribing to him.
Yeah, come on, Punk Waddle, get
yeah, here. Man. Yeah, he said he'll get there. He'll get there whenever. I heard him talk about that the other day. So, but you know, we just wanted to tell everybody thank you for being here. Pat S, Low Spec Linux Laptop, Zax, Punk Waddle, Rough Girl, Brightest Day, Cosmic Fusion. Appreciate everybody, man. Thank y'all for being here, man, and supporting us, looking after us the way y'all do, man. Pat S, my brother. Let's see who else. Hopefully I ain't missing nobody, man. Arwen Avalon, thank you for being here. She's awesome. Squeaker Mouse came through and awesome as always. Thank you for that. You know, wanted to thank my brother Fat Steven Seagal for coming through and kicking it with us the way he did. You know, it's always great to have Steve here with us. I wanted to thank Vigilante Williamson and Baron Norman Tag, my and Fat Steven Seagal, my Primetime King brothers. They fucking awesome, man. Subscribe to Rough Girl. She's awesome. Low Spec Landing's Laptop. Subscribe to him. He's very knowledgeable, along with Cosmic Fusion. Those guys are some fucking computer experts, man. Please subscribe to them. And also Brandon, the anime guy.
Yep. And
along with Brightest Day, please subscribe to them. Fucking doing some good shit. And that's all I have. And if I missed anybody, I apologize. I want to thank anybody that watches this on the replay. Thank you all for coming, being here, spending time with us. Yo, we appreciate y'all. And it is Fat Steven Seagal, Vigilante Williamson, Baron Norman Tag, and it's your boy 24/7 with the Primetime Kings. And want to say thank you to everybody, and we're out. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah.
Peace.